What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jonathan Rice, Michael Polite Coffey. The showdown happened today, and we have upset. In round 5, 2 minutes and 19 seconds, Michael Coffey was stopped by the 6-time beaten Jonathan Rice, as he did one of the funkiest dances known to man after upsetting this particular fighter. Let me counterpunch. I just gave you guys a sparring war description of Michael Coffey and how he lined up against guys like Deontay Wilder. He mentioned being in there with Adam Kownacki, much higher caliber than himself. With I think he only had, as of right now, I think Coffey's 12-1, and he has 9 KOs. Okay, and it just shows you where you can't overlook anybody. You know, a lot of times fighters, they get recognition by top fighters, and they start to think that they're higher than they really are. And one thing I notice about Michael Coffey reminded me so much of Daniel Dubois. Okay, Daniel Dubois, I think he was like 15-0, 14-0 before ultimately getting stopped by or quitting really by Joe Joyce. And Joe Joyce had the experience just like Jonathan Rice, even though Jonathan Rice was beaten by guys like Tony Yoka and Efe Ajagba and those guys like that. He still was able to do certain things that Michael Coffey was not accustomed to. Okay, in other words, he was not going to stand there and let Coffey tee off on big, huge shots. Michael Coffey is about 270. So is Jonathan Rice. So when you're a buffalo and you go up against a rhinoceros, right, and you're used to going up against lions and tigers and leopards and things that are smaller and species that are smaller than you, this is what you'll get. Also, I noticed in watching the highlights, there was no head movement at all from Michael Coffey. Again, it reminded me so much of Daniel Dubois, because Daniel Dubois could not stop a jab that was coming at him at 5 miles an hour from Joe Joyce, but he was not able to slip it, and a lot of times people, especially big guys like that, are so focused on offense and power and destruction of their opponents, they're not realizing and respecting what that opponent can do to you. You have to keep moving, you have to put your guard up, and you have to do more than that. You have to move your head. He got hit with a straight right. I'm going to try to show it to you if I can, but it was a crucial right hand, okay, and he got caught with it, and this is what happened. He didn't get knocked out, KO'd, but it was a TKO because the ref stopped it, because he was out on his feet, okay, he was out on his feet, his head was moving and bouncing all over the place, and that is what happens when you go up against people that you overlook. Plus, this is a learning experience for Michael Coffey, though. It's not over for him, okay? I think that they overestimated it. I think they tried to match him right with someone. Oh, he got 6 losses. He's got beat by a guy that got beat by Tony Yoka and Efe Ajagba. And here's another hard-hitting guy, Michael Coffey. We're going to follow that cab. But a lot of times that doesn't work, especially if that fighter is overlooking that guy, okay? When you go up against guys that have been in there with enough opposition, they can cause an upset. Okay, absolutely, 100%. So, Jonathan Rice is 14-6 with 2 KOs. Okay, so imagine that happened. I mean, nobody expected that. But what I can see, the things that Michael Coffey did that was wrong was he didn't move his head. Okay, and he needed to work on defense, and he needs to work on defense in the future if he wants to go up against the big guys, But that is an upset loss for my man, Michael Coffey. You guys tell me what you think of Michael Coffey being beaten by Jonathan Rice. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.